So Warren Buffett was a book a day, initially
It was a
600
book
to
a
800
day.
words
That's
a
awesome.
day, now reads 500 words a day, is what it says kind of generally. But what I really loved was your fast reads and your fast read strategy. How do you kind of get through a book? Because every so often, my lovely co host, who's responsible for scheduling all of our lovely authors, puts five authors back to back, one after another. And suddenly it's not a book a week, which I can
We've
kind of
never
manage
done
on
more
top of
than
my regular
four back to
clients.
back
Yeah, we did. We have done four interviews back to
in a
back
week once. Yeah.
twice. Twice. So anyway, how do you do fast reads, and does Warren Buffett really do it?
Well, I don't have a hotline to Warren Buffett. I don't know. But what I do know is he's made a real big thing out of it. So I
Yeah.
can't see why he would lie about that. So he's a kind of, he bangs on about it. Barack Obama, busiest man on the planet in office, surely, was putting out his reading list. And people, again, I think it does come down to that intentional use of your time. I mean, if I took all the time I spend sort of mindlessly scrolling and actually applied it to proper reading, I'd probably get through a lot more than I do. You've seen in the book, of course, there's reading and there's reading. I've got rapid reading in the book and a way to kind of quickly absorb the key points of a book. But there's also rich reading where you almost engage in a kind of coaching conversation with the author. So, that when you say reading, it can be different things. I think there is evidence. I mean, you're right about data and facts and truth and all the rest of it, but there does seem to be evidence that CEOs, that successful high earning people tend to read more than average people. And then you've got to ask, well, is that causal correlation? But I think Warren Buffett's point that actually it's all out there. It comes back to what we were saying earlier. There's so much great stuff out there in books. And if you're not availing yourself of it, then you're kind of missing out on a really actually easily, cost effective competitive advantage when it comes to advancing your career and your leadership skills.